Hey guys, welcome to HCG for Newbies. Even though I'm a newbie myself, I wanted to create a one-stop shop for you guys researching or doing the protocol for the first time. When I first started, I had a ton of questions. I did a ton of research. I got a lot of tips and tricks from the pros, and I hope to provide that back to you in a real-life experience instead of necessarily just a doctor's experience. And one thing for sure, I am not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
Hey guys, let's cover the basics. HCG. I don't even know what it stands for. No, it's some acronym, I don't know. I told you guys I'm not a doctor. But let's focus on the other stuff that maybe you're wondering if the internet would know or someone on YouTube has probably explained to you. HCG, what are you taking and how do you get it into your system? That's a good thing to focus on. When I first got my HCG, I thought it was the sublingual because my buddy said, oh, you just take this dropper, throw it under your tongue, and you're good to go. You just hold it there for 10 minutes. So I thought I was taking sublingual HCG. Big mistake. I actually was taking homeopathic HCG. Not to say that that's bad. I don't want to give you any bad ideas. I'm not going to give my opinion on that, but I did it for 27 days, and I lost almost 30 pounds on it. So, but little did I know I was not taking the real HCG. So let's get to the basics. HCG. There's two types. One is pharmacy grade HCG. So the deal with real HCG is for one, you need a prescription. If you go to a doctor or clinic, you're going to pay lots of money for that prescription. And some doctors aren't willing to prescribe it to you for weight loss. There's a lot of discussion now that HCG will even be banned from certain states. So you gotta do a little bit of research on how you want to get monitored and if you want to see a doctor or a clinic while you do your shots or your sublingual HCG. Another way is to order it online, buy it yourself, and mix it yourself. And that's the route I've chosen. It was just more economical for me, and I'm not a huge fan of seeing a doctor and paying $25 copays or whatever else to have a nurse poke me with an injection needle. I don't know. That's the route I chose. A lot of people choose various ways. If you choose to order your HCG online and mix it yourself, like I did, you might want to figure out who you're going to order from. I will list a few pharmacies that seem to be the most common from people. So you've chosen your pharmacy, you're on their site, you're surfing around wondering what to buy, you're all excited and yet nervous at the same time because you feel like you're doing some criminal action, I don't know. But how much do you buy? 1,000 IU, 1,500 IU, 5,000, what do you do? So it kind of depends on how long you're going to do your HCG for. Remember that shipping is quite expensive. They make you sign that you receive the shipment and it goes through customs. So I believe shipping was $25, which was kind of pricey. So order enough to get through 1 or 2 rounds, how much ever you need. I wouldn't order more than probably enough for 1 or 2 rounds because if you don't like it, yeah, good luck trying to send it back. I've heard people trying to send it back and some of the customer service is good, but I get mixed results. So here's what I purchased. I purchased the freeze-dried Ovidac 5000 IU. This is 1 box. I got 3 of these, and one of these will last about 1 23-day round. So I have enough for 3 23-day rounds or 1.5 40-day rounds. That's for injections. Now if you're going to mix for sublingual, it doesn't absorb as well, so you have to use more HCG. You use one of these boxes per 15 days on sublingual. So if you do a 40-day sublingual round, you'll need 3 of these. I think these are $13 each, times 3 plus 25 shipping. You're looking about $65 for 1 round sublingual, where you're looking about $65 for a round and a half of injections. But whatever you choose is up to you. Just note that there's plenty of mixing videos online already. I don't want to cover that too much because there's already enough information. You can see Mama Clock or Delman for mixing videos, and they're the pros. They know how to do it the best, so I just watch their videos to get the best information. The last thing I want to cover with pharmacy grade HCG is injections, sublingual, and a few other ones you may have not heard of, HCG, that are fairly new on the market. So everyone's trying to hop on board this protocol and make tons of money. So let's talk injections for a little bit. There's two types of injections you can do when you mix your HCG. One is called sub-Q or subcutaneous. This means under the skin. So you take a small half-inch diabetic needle, which I think I have some right here for you. These are 1 milliliter or 1 cc's, and if depending on how you mix your HCG, you take a various amount of injection per day, and you just find a piece of fat on your body and stick it in there. Some do the stomach, some do the outer thigh. You just kind of pinch it, poke it, and then let go and push it in slowly. If you end up doing sub-Q injections, so this is under the skin with a half-inch needle, you'll probably need a little higher dosage to make sure that you're getting enough HCG in your system. So I'm doing 175. Some people do 200, and that seems to be a pretty common mark, 175 to 200. If you choose to do the IM route, which is intramuscular, you'll need longer needles, which basically allow you to inject right into a muscle. So you can do it in your arm or in your thigh, more towards the middle thigh, but you're injecting it right into the muscle. You will probably need the recommended Dr. Simeon amount of 125 or 150 IU, so you can maybe get a little bit more HCG mixture out of for a round if you end up buying the longer needles and going that route. But just know those are two various types of ways to inject. Sublingual is pretty standard. There's a couple options you have for mixing. You can see videos on this, but most commonly it's B12 and either colloidal silver or nano silver. There's some debate on colloidal silver that it can turn your skin bluish, a bluish color, and I got that from Delman. As you note, I'm just basically noting the pros here that have this information in various vlogs, and I'm hoping to get that out to you. But there's really a benefit in nano silver for the fact that it absorbs a lot better, and she'll do half a cc or half a milliliter sublingually, which is why it takes a lot more HCG to do the sublingual. Couple you probably may have heard of, there's now HCG pellets, so they're little mint type pellets. You can pop them under your tongue and let them melt away. That's actually real HCG. They're fairly expensive. I think they're a little bit more than expensive than injections, but the nice thing about those is you don't need to keep them cold. I don't know if they've been proven, but very few people sell them right now. But you may have heard of them. You may want to look into them if it's something you're going to have to travel a long time and you're worried about keeping your HCG cold. There's also HCG spray, so people spray it under their tongue and hold it there. A lot of clinics will provide that. That seems to be pretty handy for people. The second form of HCG is homeopathic, also known as drops. So if you hear people say drops, it's most likely homeopathic HCG. The recommended dose is 3 times a day, 10 drops. I highly recommend 12 to 15 drops 3 times a day. No food or water 15 minutes before or after. Also, hold it under your tongue as long as you can. The first couple days I didn't. I was starving. So make sure you do that at least 10 to 15 minutes under the tongue. You guys, it's been fun. Thanks for watching HCG for Newbies. I'm a noob, but I had a blast. I hope to get some more information out to you soon. Thanks for watching.